Good afternoon. I'm Yolanda Lloyd. I'm the leadership coach for If Then Solutions. Today I will be modeling a third grade lesson or a third grade mind view lesson for the third grade teacher and the principal. All right, are we ready?
Yes.
Yes, we are. All right, so let's get started. All eyes on me. And we know that look cute. 1, 2, 3.
Eyes on me.
All right, good job.
On
All
you.
right. The first thing we're going to do is read our standards, okay? Just listen. Describe characters in a story, example their traits, motivation, and feeling, and explain how their action contribute to the sequence of the story. Now, our learning objective for this standard, come on, read with me. Describe characters in a story. Good job, good job. Also, read with me. Explain how their action contributed to the sequence of events, all right? That's our first standard that we're going to study or guide our instruction is RL 3.3. Our next standard is RL 3.1. It says, ask and answer questions to demonstrate understanding of text, referring explicitly to the text as the basis of answer. All right, listen, we're going to read together, so read with me your learning objective, 1, 2, 3. Ask and answer questions about a text. Good job. The second one, refer explicitly to the text for, good job, very good. And our last standard for this lesson is RL 3.7. And what is RL 3.7? It basically says, explain how aspects of illustration contribute to what is conveyed by the words in a story, creates mood, emphasizes aspects of character and setting. All right, read with me. You learn objective? Ready? Explain how illustrations convey words. In other words, how do the illustration better explain the meaning of the text? All right? All right, very good, very good. All right, let's look at what we would like to do now. We're going to review some of the vocabulary because this reviewing the vocabulary will help us understand the text better, all right? So we want to review some of the vocabulary for what we're going to read. All right, let's go to some of the vocabulary. I'm going to say it first and say the word with me, fierce.
Fierce.
Fierce, very good. Fierce means dangerous or wild, okay? A fierce animal, dangerous or wild. All right, bearing, say that word with me, bearing. It means showing off, all right? Showing. Our next word is flexing. Say that word with me, flexing. It means curling, that's flexing. Our next word is crouching. Say that word with me, crouching. What does it mean? Bend down. To crouch means to bend down. And our next word is swipe. A lot of times we think of the phone and we're swiping through, but swipe in this story, this folktale is going to mean hit, okay? Say that word with me again, swipe.
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 All right, swipe.
Swipe.
Good job. All right, it means what?
Hit.
To hit, very good, very good. Swipe means to hit. We also want to talk about, on yesterday, we already talked about folktales. But we want to review that, what a folktale is, all right? All right, read it with me. What is a folktale?
Another name
For traditional tales that include stories shared among people that tell about their culture. All right, so folk tales are stories that are told from generation to generation to generation. They're what you call oral tradition. They by word of mouth, okay? And some of them have characters that talk. You know, they have those characters that talk. So today we're going to read a story that is a folk tale. It's called a traditional tale, a folk tale. And we understand what folk tale is. But before we read that, we're in our lesson. Our lesson today is our first read. This is our share reading, and we have strategies for first read, all right? So we want to look at our strategies for our first read. Look over here, all eyes on me. All right, very good, very good. All right, so we have 4 strategies that we're going to use as we read this folk tale, this traditional tale, okay? And one of them is notice. Let's see, can we put some movements to notice? What can we put? What gesture for notice? I like that. We use the eyes. All right, so when we're noticing, we're going to use the eyes. It's our gesture. Notice, look at the illustration. Basically, I look at the illustration to see what I notice. It's going to be connected to the text in the illustration. All right, the next strategy is generate question. All right, give me a gesture for generate question.
Question?
Question? I like that. All right, question. So generate question, that's one of our strategy. Text that is difficult from what you already know. It's different, I'm sorry. Text that is different from what you already know. And so when you get a text that is a little bit different from what you already know, it helps you to generate, you have questions about it, all right? So that's when we talk about generate question, that's that strategy. We also have a connect strategy. What can we use for connect? Which one? Like a link?
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Okay. This is how connect. We're going to link it together. It connects. Very good. All right. So connect, tell. You're going to connect to tell to what you know about the place, the culture, or the folk tale. So when we look at reading our first read for My View lessons, it will have these strategies that would be used for the first read. All right. All right. Let's say it one more time. Notice. Come on, say it with me. Notice. Generate questions.
Generate questions.
Connect.
Connect.
And respond. Very good. Very good. All right. So we are going to read a folk tale today. Are we ready? All right. So we're beginning on page 19. Is everybody on page 19? We're all on page 19? All right, you're there? Page 19? As we look at page 19, put your finger on the title right there. It says, Grandma and the Great Gourd. Say that word with me. Gourd. Gourd. All right, say that title with me. Grandma and the Great Gourd. Gourd. Look at the picture on your table. I gave you a picture of a gourd so that we can better understand what a gourd is, okay? So I don't know if you've ever seen that. Have y'all seen a gourd before?
Yes.
You've seen a gourd? Okay, all right. So Grandma and the Great Gourd. All right, from looking at this picture, this front picture right there, and the title, Grandma and the Great Gourd, what do you think this tale is going to be about? So I want you to think for just a moment. As you look at the picture on this page, and the title, Grandma and the Great Gourd, what do you think this tale is going to be about? So, what I would like for you to do, think for a minute. You're finished thinking? All right, partner A, share with partner B what you think this tale is going to be about.
I think it's going to be about this grandma and something with these animals. I see a tiger, I see a bear.
Okay,
So, yeah.
good job, good job. Partner B, would you like to share with partner A what you think it's going to be about?
I agree, but I think maybe I'm gonna eat some fruit.
Good job. Good job, good job. All right, let's look at the next page. We're on page 20. Look at page 20. All right, as I look at page 20, and I also look at the title. So the title of the story is Grandma and the Great Gourd. Now, when I look at the picture on page 20, I think the picture, since the lady has the gray hair, I think that may be Grandma. So now my strategy is generate a question. I think this picture is a picture of Grandma, but my question is, if the title says Grandma and the Great Gourd, I don't see a picture of the gourd. Where's the gourd? So my question, one of the questions that I would generate is, where's the gourd? Or maybe when I look at the two dogs in the picture, I would also question, are they going to be important characters in this story? Okay? What else do you see in this picture? What else you see in this picture?
The dog is carrying something.
The dog is carrying something? Could that possibly be the gourd? Not sure. Okay. All right. Let's begin reading. I'm going to read. We're going to do different strategies because there are different strategies that you can use to read. You can do paired reading, read together or read aloud. I will read it. So I'm going to start off reading, and then we will have different strategies for reading. All right, are we ready? So as you read, as I read, I would like for you to track. All right, make sure you're using your finger, using your pen to track as I read. All right, are we ready? Once upon a time, in a little village in India, there lived an old woman who everyone called Grandma. She loved gardening and had the best vegetable patch in the village. Grandma lived by herself in a little hut at the edge of the village, next to a deep, dark jungle. At times, she could hear herds of elephants lumbering on the forest path. Thump, thump, thump. Or giant lizards slithering over dry leaves. Cash, cash. She didn't mind because she had two loyal dogs, Kalu and Boogaloo, who protected her. They also helped her with gardening chores. Let's look at this. We're on notice now. Look at this. The story, notice this, introduced the setting and Grandma. I want you to look at the illustration because we're on the notice part. Notice the illustrations right here, all right? So I see Grandma's hut. And the story, when you look at that first sentence, it introduced the setting. When I look at this picture, because the first thing it says, once upon a time, she lived in a little village in India. But the picture helped me understand it better, because now when I look at the picture, I see a small hut. So the picture helped me understand that possibly she lived in a small hut for one person. So I believe, when I'm looking at this, I noticed that there was a hut, so perhaps she stayed in that small hut. It also stated that she lived on the edge of the village, right? So maybe Grandma stayed by herself. I didn't see any other huts, any other homes or houses or huts in the picture. So Grandma probably stayed by herself, all right? All right, let's keep reading. All right, let's read this page together. We are on page 22. Make sure we are tracking. Are we ready? Read.
One day, Grandma received a letter from her daughter, who lived on the other side of the jungle. Please come and visit me, said the letter. I haven't seen you in so long. I miss you. Grandma missed her daughter too, and decided to visit her. She was a little scared about traveling through the jungle where so many fierce animals lived. But then she said, what's life without a little adventure?
All right. Now, connect. We did a little chain for our connect. So as I look at this story, it stated that the other side of the jungle. Wow, she stayed in the other side of the jungle. Right here, who sent her a letter?
Her daughter.
Her daughter sent her a letter saying that she did what?
Missed her.
She missed her. And she said that she stayed on the other side of the jungle. Wow. So they communicated by what? Letter. She wrote her a letter. She communicated by letter. So now, what if that happened in present day? How do you think she would communicate?
The phone.
A phone. I think she probably would, text, email, call.
Yeah.
That's right. So it also caused me to think about and connect to times that, we have family during holidays that we only see during the holiday time. Do y'all have family that you only see during the holiday time? Because they live so far away, but you see them during the holiday. Yeah, that's a connection that I was thinking about, because she's on the other side of the jungle. It made me think about family members that I don't see often. I see them during holidays because they stay so far. All right, let's read. Next page, ready?
She packed her things and said goodbye to her daughter. Don't worry.
All right, hold on. Let's start it over. Make sure we're tracking. Let's start over. Ready? Let's go.
She packed her things and said goodbye to her dogs. Don't worry, boys, she told them. I'll be back soon. Don't forget to take care of my garden.
Go,
said the dogs. We won't forget.
We'll chase away all the wild animals, and we'll listen for you. If you get in trouble,
just call for us.
good job, good job. Raise your hand if you have a dog at home. Good job. I have one too. I have a little dog. Grandma dog, as we look at the pictures, grandma dog and the story, it kind of tells us that grandma dogs were what? Smart. Grandma dogs were smart, smarter than what we thought. Now, as we look at paragraph 3, we learned that her dogs were also loyal. Her dogs were loyal and they were what? What did they do in the garden? They were
Helpful.
helpful. Her dogs were loyal and they were helpful. Very good. Good job. Good job. Now, also, when we think about animals, what other characteristic did you notice about her dogs? And you probably normally don't see other animals do.
Talk.
Yeah, her dogs talked. They talked. But we do have some stories, like the three little pigs, where the animals in that story, that tell they were talking to. All right, good job, good job. All right, let's keep moving along. All right, let's read this together. Are we ready? Let's go. As Grandma was traveling through the jungle, she came upon a clever red fox.
Grandma, he said, baring his pointy teeth and smacking his lips. How nice of you to arrive just when I'm so hungry. Grandma's heart
Drip. But she didn't let the fox see how scared she was. If you're planning to have me for breakfast, she said, that's a terrible idea.
See how skinny I am?
I'll be a plumber
Way back from my daughter's house.
because she's such a good cook.
And you can eat me then if you like.
That sounds good, said the fox, and he let her go. Oh, wow. As we look at this is our generate question strategy. So as we look at paragraph 9, we also see that the fox can do what? The fox can talk too, right? Look at paragraph 9. It says, Grandma he said, so the fox was doing what? Talking. And then it said, baring his pointed teeth. What was he doing? Showing. That's our vocabulary word. He was showing his pointed teeth. Very good. But as we look at the fox and the characteristics of the fox, we notice that he was talking in this traditional tale. And then we also notice that he was standing upright. He was standing up in this tale. But I still have questions about the fox's behavior. For example, is he real in this story? What do you think? No, are real foxes, because if you look at this picture right here, does it indicate to you that this fox is dangerous?
No.
No? All right. So my thinking would be, are foxes really dangerous?
No, when I made a connection with other stories, they always are just clever.
So in the story,
Yeah.
how about in real life? Do you think they're dangerous?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, would you go near a fox?
No.
I think I would run.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. We're ready?
Mhm.
All right, so, all right. You're on page 26?
Yes.
Is that where we are?
27 or 26, 27?
26 is your picture right here. Just hold on 26. All right, let's look at page 26. This is a generate questions too. All right, as you look at the illustration, Grandma and the bear, what was similar about this illustration and the illustration of Grandma and the fox? What did you see similar about this illustration of Grandma and the bear and Grandma and the fox?
It looks more like with the bear, she seems more terrified than she did with the fox.
More terrified. So you told me a difference. What did you see that was similar?
Similar?
Yeah. So does it look like both are
are
okay.
talking.
It looks like both of the animals are talking to grandma. Okay, very good. So also, what did you notice? What other questions did you generate, or questions you may have about this picture when you see it? When you look at this picture right here, what other questions come to your mind?
I'm wondering when that gourd is coming.
You're wondering about the gourd, but look at the pictures and the details from the picture. So what questions would you have about this specific picture? Because this picture is a picture of the bear and
The
grandma. Does it look like a communication going on between
Yes.
them?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so to me, what I would wonder about is, what is it being said? What are they talking about? What is the bear asking her?
Yeah.
Right. So you basically look at the picture to kind of project what the question would be. All right. Okay. All right. Can we move on?
Mhm.
We're ready. All right. Let's read page 27. We're gonna read it together.
Okay.
Are we ready? Grandma walked. All right. Hold on. Are we tracking?
Mhm.
We ready to read?
Mhm.
1, 2, read. Grandma walked deeply into
the jungle.
Grandma walked deeper into the jungle. Kahut, kahut, kahut.
In a while, she came upon a shaggy black bear. Ah, Grandma, he said, flexing his claws and sharpening them on a nearby rock. How nice of you to arrive just when I'm so hungry. Grandma's heart went the hunk, but she didn't let the bear see how scared she was. If you're planning to have me for lunch, she said, that's a terrible idea. See how thin I am? I'll be a lot fatter on my way back from my daughter's house because she's such a good cook. You can eat me then, if you like. That sounds good, said the bear, and he let her go.
Oh, wow. All right, so we're responding this time, all right? Let's look at our strategy here as we respond to this text. Let's notice paragraph 14. Looking at paragraph 14, what vocabulary you see in paragraph 14? Flexing. What do we think he was doing when he was flexing? What did it say? He flexed his, he did what? He showed his muscle. All right. He was flexing his claws. All right, very good. All right, so now, as we look at paragraph 14, a pattern begins to form, okay? We see a pattern beginning to form. I want you to think in terms of what is the pattern that you see that is being formed. So Grandma first encountered who?
The fox.
The fox, all right? Now she's encountering
The bear.
a bear. So what pattern do you see? Or what pattern did you hear? What pattern?
They hungry.
They're hungry. Both of them wanted to do what?
Eat her.
Eat her. And they also addressed her by what?
Grandma.
Grandma. Both said grandma. And what was the words that they said when they wanted to eat her? Do you see that? Did the other one say, I'm hungry?
Yeah.
I'm hungry. What did the fox say?
Oh, I'm so hungry.
I'm
Just
hungry.
arrived when I'm so hungry.
Yes. So we see the pattern happening here, all right? Let's keep reading. All right, 1, 2, 3, ready? Let's go.
Grandma walked into the deepest part of the jungle.
Kahut. Suddenly she came upon a slit-striped tiger. Ah, Grandma, he said, crouching low and swishing his tail. How nice of you to arrive just when I'm so hungry.
Oh, so hungry, right?
Grandma's heart went doom, but she didn't let the tiger see how scared she was.
All right, let's look at, our strategy now is, I have to remember, what are we doing? Connect. So we're going to connect something something that we already know to the story or to the tale here. All right. The illustration in paragraph 18. Look at paragraph 18. Show that the next animal grandma meet is a what?
Striped tiger.
A tiger. Is a striped tiger. So as we look at paragraph 18, grandma meets a tiger. All right. From what you have read and seen about tigers, do you think that they are more dangerous than the fox and the bear?
Yeah.
Share with your podcast.
No.
I would say yes, because it's hard to get to the tiger. You know, we might see a bear in the forest, but you gotta go deep for the tiger.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think the tiger should be the bear.
All right.
Oh,
So,
I would too.
Okay.
all right. So I heard partner B sharing more. So partner A, could you share what partner B said?
She said that she thinks that the tiger could beat up the bear.
She thinks the tiger is probably more
Probably more
dangerous than the
than
bear.
that.
Okay. How about the fox? Is he more dangerous than the fox too? What you think?
No, I
You think so?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I didn't think about that.
Well,
Yes.
well, I mean, don't change it if you can prove, that's what you think. What are your, support?
Well, I just think that the fox is more slick, so, I mean.
See, and that
if
very
it-
well could be a great answer. That he could be more dangerous because he's more slick. Okay,
Right,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Good job. All right. GOODJOB. Good job. Thank you for answering and responding. All right. Let's move on to our next page. We are on page 29. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good job. Are we tracking?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let's read independently this page. All right. Are we ready?
Mhm.
All right. Make sure you're tracking. Go ahead and start. All right, we ready? I see that your heads are up, so that means you're finished reading. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, so in this text, we are connecting again. So as we read, this is Grandma's third encounter, right, with an animal. Her first encounter was with
The fox.
Okay, her first encounter was with a fox. Her second encounter was with
The bear.
the bear, and now she is encountering a tiger. And as she's encountering a tiger, I'm reminded when we're connecting this with other stories, I'm reminded of some other traditional tales. Goldilocks and the Three Bears, the Three Little Pigs. All of them had what? Three animals, three characters, three main events. Let's say it like this: that they had three events. The same thing happened here. The first event she had with the fox. She had another event that came up with the bear. Then she had an event with the tiger. So do we think that it is going to end the same way as Goldilocks and the other traditional tales? Do we think the story is going to end the same?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yes.
I mean, we're gonna
Most
read
of the stories like that, they do end up like,
the same way.
Yeah.
We're going to see if Grandma's response to the tiger is going to work. All right, let's look at paragraph 22. Reread paragraph 22 because it's going to tell us whether the response that Grandma gave to the tiger, did it work? All right, read that aloud for me together.
that sounds good, said the tiger, and he let her go.
So it did work. Good job. All right, let's keep moving. All right, come on, let's read. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3, read.
Grandma reached her daughter's house. She had a wonderful time there, playing with her grandchildren and telling the neighbors all about her adventures in the forest.
Stop right there. So Grandma has reached her daughter's house. Notice this picture on page 30. Y'all see the picture? What do we see? Grandma, how does she look? How does she look? Describe how grandma look. What does her face look? It kind of indicates that she is happy. It looks like she has a smile on her face. So it indicates that she's happy. What could be a reason that she's happy? She did what? She reached what?
Reach her daughter.
Right, she reached her daughter's house. It indicates that she's happy, all right? And then it said something about that she had a good time. So what do you think, what else may have contributed to the smile that's on grandma's face?
She got away from the animals. She made it to the
She got away from the animals. She made it to her daughter's house. Great, I'm telling you, yes. All right, let's finish reading. Let's read paragraph 24 and see if it gives us more details about her smile. All right, ready? Let's read.
She worked in her daughter's garden, watering, digging, and sprinkling the ground with her special fish bone fertilizer, until the vegetables grew so large that people from 3 villages came to admire them. She ate the delicious dishes her daughter cooked, and just as she told the forum animals, she grew quite plump.
She grew quite plump. So aside from just making it to her daughter's house, what else? What other activities did they do? Something that she liked. They garden. So she liked gardening. That's what she did at her home. That looked like their culture grew their own. And it also indicated, what did the last sentence indicate? That she did what?
She grew plump.
She grew plump. And that's what she told the animals, to be plump, a little bit more plump. All right, let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. All right, let's look at page 31. Are we ready? Let's go.
But Grandma missed her dogs. She wondered if they had guarded her garden, or if they had to let the mice and birds eat everything up. Finally, she told her daughter, "It's time for me to go home. Kakaloo and Baloo are waiting for me."
And so is my vegetable garden.
Keep reading, keep reading.
The
only problem is the tiger, bear, and fox are waiting too. And this time, I won't be able to trick them with words. Don't worry, said the daughter. We'll come up with a plan. Oh, wow. So, as we look at this, I want you to look at what you just read. Look at the passage that you just read. Which paragraph indicate that grandma was ready to go home? Don't holler it out. I want you to think about it. Which paragraphs indicate that it was time for her to go home? Or, her visit was about to be, it was about to come to a close, her visit with her daughter.
Paragraph 27.
Don't holler it out. Don't holler it out. Sorry. All right. Partner B, would you share with partner A, and partner A then share with B? All right.
In 25, she said she missed her dog. That makes me think she's probably ready to go home.
And then on paragraph 27, it says it's time for me to go home. Home. Can't be no clearer than that.
All right. Partner A, share out one response. Where in the passage did it indicate that grandma, it was time for her to go home, or she was ready to go home?
In paragraph 27.
And what does it say?
It says, it's time for me to go home.
Very good, very good. Is there another place that indicated it?
Yeah, in 26.
And
I'm sorry, 25.
25, and what did it say?
Grandma missed her dogs.
Yes, grandma missed her dogs. All right, grandma was ready to go home, but she was also anxious about something. Although she was ready to go home, there was something still in her mind. She was anxious about something. She was worried about something. Y'all remember what that was? What do you think she was worried about?
The bear.
The bear.
All the mice.
All right.
All the animals.
Yeah, she's probably worried about, going back through the jungle and, approaching the animals again.
Because she told them they could eat her.
Yeah, she told them she would be plump, a little bit more plump, so they could eat her again. Okay, very good. All right, we're almost there, almost there. All right, let's read on. We're on page 32. Everybody there? All right, fingers, come on, let's track and read page 32 together. All Are we ready? 1, 2, read.
The two of them went into the garden so they could think better.
And when they saw the giant gourds, they knew exactly what to do. The daughter picked the biggest gourd and hollowed it out.
Grandma climbed in. The gourd was quite comfortable because its walls were as thick as a mattress and its rind was as tough as a rhino's hide. The daughter gave Grandma some puffed rice and tamarinds to eat on the way and stitched the top of the gourd back on tightly and sealed it with rice glue. Now, no one will know it's you, she said.
Wow. So now we're at a point that this is the first time that we are, the text is mentioning the what?
The plant, the
gourd.
gourd.
This is the first time the text is mentioning the gourd. So as we notice in paragraph 29, notice what it said. It says, two of them went into the garden so that they could think better. And when they saw the giant gourd, all right? This is when, this is the first time they mentioned the gourd. So as we also look at paragraph 31, y'all see paragraph 31?
Mm-hmm.
Look at what it says. Now, no one would know it's you. So when I look at, it makes me think about the title. Notice the title of the text, right? It says, what's the title? Grandma and
the great gourd.
And the Great Gourd. So the title of the text is Grandma and the Great Gourd. It lets me know now the purpose of the gourd being in the title, because it is very important to the text. It is part of the what? Solution to the text, all right? Because the intent is to do what? What are they planning on doing with this gourd?
To hide Grandma.
Hide Grandma in the gourd, all right? They were gonna hollow it out. And when I say hollow, they're gonna take all of the inside out of it, because the shell of the outside was thick, okay? It was tough, all right? Okay. So, what did y'all think about the story?
Good.
Good? All right. Tell me a little bit more. What did you think about the story?
I thought
What part, hold on, what part surprised you, or you were most interested in? Just think for a moment. As we think about this story, Grandma and the Great Gourd, what part surprised you about this story? What part surprised you? Hold on just a moment. Think for a moment. What part surprised you? And when you think about that, I want you to share, partner B, share with partner A. What part surprised you about the story? Partner B?
I was surprised she could fit in the gourd.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
you know, because on the picture,
Yeah.
when you look at in the story, her whole life is
Wow, okay. All right. Partner A, tell her, tell your partner, what part surprised you about the story?
It surprised me that not only did she fit in there, but they were able to seal it up and her to be comfortable in there.
All right, okay, so, okay, partner B, come on, share out.
I was surprised that all the animals let her get away too.
Yeah, that's it.
The animals let her get away, because in real life, you think those animals would
No.
let her get away?
No.
Ooh, probably absolutely not, she may have been eating on the first one. All right.
And to help her get away?
Awesome, awesome.
Yes.
So later on, what we're going to do is have you to do just a follow-up, respond to the text. You're going to do a writing assignment about what surprised you most, and look at and use some of the text evidence to kind of explain why this surprised you the most. All